Hey there, this is Ed Beard again with the Employer's Edge. And can I share something with you that we find just absolutely fascinating in the world of coaching? And that is our leaders who pride themselves on taking on any challenge, pride themselves on being fearless and courageous, yet they avoid the challenges between their ears at all costs. In fact, they often make up excuses for them or don't even see them in the first place. Now, go with me. Here's what I mean by that. So, working with a CEO, this CEO prides himself on taking on any competitor, any attorney, any action group. Bring it on, bring it on. However, in a meeting the other day, he chastised one of his executives for a single mistake. Multiple times chastised him over a mistake that the executive made 3 months prior. See, here's the thing. The leader can't forgive, and he won't take on the challenge of learning how to forgive, how to apologize and forgive people, because those challenges between the ears are way too big. And what if you fail? What does that make you look like? So let's just avoid those challenges altogether, even though you pride yourself on taking on challenges. Have another VP of sales. He says he doesn't need to be liked. See, from a coach's perspective, what you're really saying is you don't know how to be liked and still be an effective leader. We all know when people like working for the boss, they give more of their soul to the organization. The organization benefits, but the leader is not going to take on the challenge of learning how to be liked and be an effective leader. And the organization is going to pay the price for that. Here's another challenge: put the organization over yourself. And if you got to be a little vulnerable, learn how to be transparent in order to put the organization over yourself. When there's a challenge for you, go do that, because the organization and the team wins. I have a realtor friend, more personal one here. She's in the midst of an $8 million residential transaction in the real estate business. And so you got a hiccup in the transaction all over a $10 light switch cover. It's real property. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I said, Elaine, stop. You are boogering the deal all because you want to be right. Here's a challenge. Quit being right. Pride yourself on taking on any transaction, any property, any other real estate agent. Bring it. But she won't take on the challenge of giving up being right. And her client now can't move on to the next stage of their life. Deal, put a big check in the bank and move your client on down the road. Isn't that a better result anyway? One of the more common things that we interestingly see is high cognitive leaders, meaning they have very high reasoning ability. They process a lot of detail rather quickly. They can handle a lot. That person we were in a coaching with the other day, or actually yesterday morning, and he says, I don't delegate because I can't trust my team will do it as good as me. Well, here's a challenge for you. Why don't you develop a team you can trust? See, prides themselves on taking on challenges, but they don't want to take on the challenge of developing a team they can trust. Don't want to take on the challenge of delegating trust, because it's one of those between your ears challenges that are hard, require vulnerability, require a little transparency. And that is often a challenge people are just not willing to take on, even though they pride themselves on taking on challenges. So you want to build effective teams and effective culture as a leader? Focus in your leadership journey. Focus on taking on those challenges between your ears, and you're going to grow as a more effective leader. This is it with the Employer's Edge. I hope that helped.